Hey everybody, it's Brian here, the land guy. Today might be the last day that I get to use my Scag Turf Tiger mower ever again. I know you're probably thinking, well, what do you mean, Brian? Are you hiring someone to mow your lawn? No, that's not the case. Let me show you what I have. This here is going to be my replacement. And I know you're probably thinking, that thing compared to that 40 horse, 60-inch cut? I know it's crazy to even think that. But you see, I had a company reach out to me, Mammotion, and they said, Brian, I think what we need to do is we need to send you out a robotic mower because it can save you lots of time. In fact, this Luba all-wheel drive mower is about to be tested on my big yard that I have out here in the country. This thing will go on incredibly steep slopes. It's got all kinds of features on it that I'm going to be telling you about whenever we do the unboxing video. So if you just hang tight, let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. So before I even accepted this collaboration with Mammotion,
check this out. What a big
I was very curious. And so I got online, I did a lot of research, and I found a lot of great reviews and a lot of happy people. In fact, this Luba all-wheel drive series is a flagship that's been proven for over 4 generations. And this Luba 3 is the latest. Some of the things, key features to note about this thing, it's the world's first tri-fusion navigation flagship mower. So for some of the most demanding lawns, it has this LiDAR 360 degrees around you that keeps an eye on everything. Plus it has the dual camera AI vision on top. Once we get under the bottom and raise it up, you'll begin to see the blade system. And these blades cut really, really good and are easily replaceable. This all-wheel drive system is super awesome with these Omni wheels. It has the adaptive suspension system. And this dude will climb slopes up to 38 degrees. So you can't beat that. And I've had great luck with this so far. It weighs about 41 pounds, 42 pounds. You're supposed to put these little side guards on, and so I was working on getting those side guards and also had to end up putting a front bumper on too. There was very minimal setup to this machine. I was pretty impressed with the setup of this machine. It was very well made, no cheap plastic, and I think it's actually going to hold up really well. Right up here on top is where that tri-fusion navigation system is. 360 degrees all the way around. So after you get the app installed on your phone, then you can get all this device all hooked up to be able to start charging. Once it gets charged where it needs to be, then you can open up your phone app and then you can start mapping your lawn. Got this in manual mode. I'm going to drive up in the back here and set another area to mow, and this will be able to map out several different corridors or areas for your yard. So these are the 3 task areas that we have already set up. Now I'm getting ready to set up what's behind the house here, but I want to confirm these areas before I start the next one here. I'm going to add a lawn. Now go to the mapped lawn here, preparing to add your new lawn. All right, here we go. Now I'm mapping out the outer area of this new part, and we'll turn it. It's pretty simple so far. I'm pretty impressed. This is probably the most time-consuming part of it, is the initial setup and the mapping of the lawn area that you want to mow. Now, after I got the outer perimeter of the different lawn areas, I'm going into this and I'm mapping out the obstacle avoidance. That way it's not going to be mowing right up to it and hit the tree, which it wouldn't anyway with the obstacle avoidance system. But I'm going to go ahead and map these out. I'm going to do all these trees down through here. So I'm going to go ahead and start mapping.
Mapping a no-go zone.
All right, here we go. And I just manually control it all the way around this tree, and this is what I'll have to end up running the trimmer on. And that's it. And I just save it. Takes just a minute to get it to save. And
No-go zone mapping completed.
All right, I'm going to continue mapping. I'm going to go ahead and map out another one here. Something else too, it's probably pretty important to remove, is that stuff right there. My dogs want to come out here in the yard and think they need to do their business out here. That's one thing I'm going to have to make sure to pick up. I don't want that stuff caked to the bottom of the mower. And then I've got to make sure all the sticks and stuff are out, but I'll get that cleaned up here in just a minute. Once it connects up here to where I started, I can just install it. There we go. And hit save. If this thing can save me time, I can be doing a lot more other things than out here mowing the grass with that mower. Now, it's not going to be doing the trimming, but it's going to be doing the majority or all of the mowing, so I don't have to do it. I've got land projects that I need to be working on and not have to be worried about coming home in the evenings and having to get the grass mowed. I can set this thing up to where it can mow every day, every other day. It can mow at night. I can schedule it in the app to mow however I want in whatever stripe pattern that I choose. I think this thing's going to save me a lot of time, and my audience on the channel, I think this could be something that maybe could help you all out as well. Now, I'm not getting paid for doing this video or even putting this thing together. They just sent this and said, hey, take it, try it, make a few videos about it, and see if it works. And so what I'm going to be doing over the next several months, from time to time, I'm going to give you an update on how this mower is doing compared to my Scag. It's going to be a very interesting summer for me around here, and I'm hoping that I can save lots and lots of hours by letting this thing do all the heavy lifting so I don't have to. So after I get my no-go zones set up just as I did, we're going to go ahead and allow it to mow this section of yard. And I've set my cutting height for 3 inches. Since this is fairly tall, I'm going to start a little higher and then I can move down. My lawn perimeter, it's going to make 3 laps near the edge before it starts cutting its stripes. And I've got it to where we're going to do the perimeter first. The AI obstacle detection is there. We're going to do standard. And then we got the mowing speed here. I'm not really for sure. This is going to be something I'm just going to have to try out. All right, so we got that there, and I'm going to slide to start. And while it's going, I'm going to grab a rake and make sure I get that dog waste picked up. Right now it's going to be doing the perimeter, so I've got time to do that.
Start working.
All right, there it goes. It's going to start over here at the perimeter. Looks like I've got some more goodies to pick up. This is pretty exciting. Let's see how this goes. All right, we're gonna try something a little different. I've got a little ball here, and this thing has camera eyes on it, and it's supposed to be able to pick up on these things, and it's supposed to avoid it. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it picks it up, it's gonna go around it, and it's going to avoid it. Isn't that something? That is super awesome that it has that. It's got that avoidance camera on there. In any objects that's in the yard, there's like a whole bunch of them. It sees it, it will not mow over it. So that's pretty cool. I've been pretty impressed with it so far. It's done a really good job, got the yard all mapped out. Right now it's at the lowest setting. I got the high cut version of this Luba 3 5000, and the lowest it will go is 2.2 inches. And I cut it at 2.5 earlier because I really wasn't for sure what to expect. And I went ahead and dropped it on down. So I think that's what I'll do with my yard. Hope that you enjoyed this video. I think this product is actually going to save me a lot of time and not having to worry about trying to get home and get the yard mowed after spending a long day at work. So I believe it's going to save me some time. And time is money, and especially as a business owner, the less headache that you have to deal with at home. If you got one of those things and you can set it up to mow every 2 days, I think it'd be an awesome thing. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching the video. If you're interested in purchasing one of these products, I'll have some more information in my description. I'll provide some links there, that way you can kind of check those things out, and I think they've got some sales that's going to be happening on them. All right, well, I'll update you probably here in another month on how this thing's getting along. That way you'll know exactly what it's done for the land guy. All right, we're going to go ahead and end the video, and we'll catch you in the next land video. Bye-bye.
Your back, dirt roads, ponds, done with pride. Call him up, he's on your side. The land guy.